I get up about 5 o'clock in the mornings and go for my jog. And earlier this week, I'd gotten up. It was a beautiful morning. I was up 5 o'clock out the door, and it was just a beautiful morning. The sun was just starting to peek up over the horizon, over the mountains to the east of us. And as I was jogging, I was over halfway through, and I heard a crow start to make a big fuss and racket. And so I looked over to the direction that the noise was coming from, and I could tell it was behind this big maple tree. And I couldn't see it, but I could hear it getting closer, so I was watching for it. And I saw a huge, big old majestic bald eagle come out from behind that tree. And hot on that eagle's tail was the crow. And that crow was cawing and squawking and making a big old ruckus. And he was doing every aeronautical move I could think of as it was diving around behind that eagle, chasing it. And you know how they'll do? They'll kind of dive bomb like it's going to attack it, and then it'll pull off at the last second. And that eagle was just soaring along on the breeze, right across the barnyard. And it swooped to the right, and it turned its head, and I could see the light of the morning sun glistening off the white feathers on its head. It seemed oblivious that that crow was even behind it. But that crow was just diving and dodging and making all kinds of a ruckus. I watched him as they glided on out of sight behind some more trees. And I realized, I've been jogging this route for probably a dozen years now, and I've never seen an eagle in that area. And as soon as I realized that, I said, Lord, what are you showing me here? And I believe what he was showing me is that eagle is a representation of us as God's children. We are filled with his majesty, filled with his power and glory. And that crow was a representation of the evil one, always cawing and squawking and making a big noise, diving at us like he's going to try and take us out. But he can do nothing. We need to keep our focus on the Lord. Ignore the things going on around us, all that squawking and cawing in the media, and the news, and society, everything that's trying to pull our attention away from him. We need to just ignore it, move forward on the path God has laid us on, and stay true to his